Hi BIBIES and welcome to the Revolution channel. My name is CarmiMua and in today's video I am giving you another of a 5 minutes tutorials. You guys have been enjoying it so much and it's amazing. I want to thank you for that. You guys have been there commenting and just like giving me life. You are loving each other. You are showing me some amazing looks. So I really want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. But today we are gonna do, as the title said, we are gonna talk about eyeliners because, come on, let's face it, we all, and I mean all, struggle with eyeliners. I, myself included, I am actually a self-taught makeup artist, so everything you see is what I learned by just trying and watching other people's video and watching pictures and everything. I did not go to school, I did not study it, I just love it, and that's pretty much what comes out, and that's why I feel like my journey with makeup has evolved and has changed because things are changing around me. My personal preference are of course evolving, but when it comes to eyeliner there is only two ways, the right way and the wrong way. So I think today we are just gonna have a look at how do I do my personal eyeliner. I'm gonna try to give you as many tips as possible because yeah, eyeliner is quite hard and I find this sometimes that is hard even for myself today. So we just need to like pray for the makeup gods that today's gonna be a good eyeliner day. So when it comes to eyeliner, you do have multiple options. You guys know we do pencil, we do liquid, and we also do filter pen. So these are the basic eyeliner. These are the ones that you normally want to try to look and invest in. Now, I personally find that pencil, they are great for like smudging, great for example like in my waterline, like I did use our waterproof and you can see it's very pigmented. I actually really love it. But I find that if I need to do a wing liner, it won't really hold as long as a liquid or a filter pen. So I have over here both of them. Now this comes completely to your preference, what you prefer. I find it through myself that liquid does work better. I can control it better. I can make everything appear easier as well. One thing that I do find is that, for example, like you need to see very close that actually my eyelids are not the smoothest one. I do have a very small wrinkles. Everything is not like just one beautiful kind of like surface. So I find that sometimes that when I use filter pen, it's kind of like pulling and tugging just a little bit. It's not impossible, it's just slightly more trickier, and that's the reason why I prefer liquid. Now, if I'm gonna use both of them, I pretty much gonna use exactly the same step, and pretty much is up to you what you prefer. So today, of course, I'm gonna try to be a bit cheeky and use my liquid, but if you use a filter pen, you can definitely follow each and every step because the result is gonna be exactly the same. Oh, hello babies, we are definitely up and close and personal right now. So I have over here my eyeliner and also I have my chocolate vice palette, is the actual shadow that I used today to create this look. So I need the mirror. So my personal tip is get your eyeliner, get it open because that's pretty much what you need. And what you want to do is actually cleaning the brush all around, making sure there is not too much product in it. One thing that you will find through experience and through practice is how much product does a product contain. Now, I personally found that having the right product does help quite a lot. There have been eyeliners that they were just liquid that I really did not, I couldn't make it work and it was impossible for me. I found this one is absolutely great. You guys, if you actually follow me on my personal social media, you know that this one is the one that I use pretty much all the time because it's my favorite liquid liner. But enough of rambling. So what you want to do is look down into your mirror. So I'm going to place my mirror just underneath my chin and I have my eyeliner on this side. Now, because we don't know how much product is on this liner, you don't want to start from the flick, you don't want to start from the inner corner. It might bleed, it might get messy. So you want to start from the center of your eyes. That's pretty much when you want to play a little bit because you can kind of like mess it up, but it's gonna still look good. So we are gonna literally just like press it into our eye and just add a little bit of color. So you can see it's definitely bright black and pigmented. So very lightly you are going to create a soft line. And one thing I do find that with eyeliner is that make sure it gets super close to your lash line. Because once it's close to your lash line, when you are looking straight ahead, you don't see that kind of like a little bit of gap. There's like eyeliner, eyeshadow, and then lashes. That is not that cute. So you are going to try and make this liner as close as possible. And always start little, and then in case you can always make the liner bigger. but trace it quite nice. So I'm gonna do that quite quick right now. The base of our eyeliner is done, so now we're gonna move into the flick. Now, I personally find that flicks are completely customizable depending on your eye shape and also depending on your personal preference. Some people like very small flicks, some people like dramatic, like kind of like an Amy Winehouse, and some other people just like in between. I'm one of them that kind of like tend to go in between of very Amy Winehouse. I find it because I'll give you a secret, I'm a man, I need a big flick. That is what I personally like. But one thing that I do see is that if I look at my eyes very closely, I don't have too much space. So what I normally tend to do is creating the outer side of my flick a little bit more chunkier. Also, if you see here on my eyes, I kind of have a little bit of a droopy eyes. So having a flick that goes completely up, it will kind of disappear and you can't really see the flick when you open your eyes. My personal advice is that the flick gotta look perfect and right when your eyes are open, because most of the time you are gonna talk to people, you're gonna go around and about with your eyes open. If you go with your eyes closed, you are a genius because you can sleep. But what I look about is this time I make my mirror straight ahead and I look directly into the center of my mirror. That is what I wanted to do because that's how people are gonna see me. Now, I got the mirror right where I want it. I got my liner. Now, to make the actual flick look even, it's all about getting the right perspective. I look, for example, my waterline. And what I want to do is, as soon as my bottom waterline ends, is where I want to stand my flick. If I start to kind of like draw them randomly, they will never match. But let me tell you a little bit of a secret that I did discover by doing a lot of people's makeup, is the top of your eyes might be different, but the bottom is always the same. So your actual waterline underneath is exactly almost perfectly symmetrical. So if you are looking at the bottom one, you should get the perfect flick. So what we're gonna do right now, I take a little bit of product. Make sure you take off the excess because again, you can always build it up, but once you put like a big wing, it's kind of hard to go back to where you started. So I'm taking just a little bit. Now I'm looking directly straight into my mirror and I look at my waterline and I'm gonna start to extend my waterline and create like a small line. So that's what you want. So when I look straight ahead, this line is kind of like continuous. If I look close, it still looks nice. Now it's time to connect the bottom of our wing with the top one. So that's actually when you see the real wing coming up. So what you want to do, again, you want to look straight ahead into your mirror. You have your nice cutesy little brush. And what I found is that because we're going to go for kind of like a medium wing, so not too dramatic, not too subtle, I don't want to start from the bottom of my eyeliner because that will make my wing very, very thick. I'm going to start kind of like 3/4. And I'm gonna place my brush and then go one swipe down. So it's kind of scary, but let me tell you, more you're thinking about it and harder it gets. You just literally need to have quite a good confidence. Also, one tip that I can give you is have your arm very close to your body so that it doesn't actually wiggle a lot. Of course, if you can as well, you can put your arm, like your elbow down, like on a table, maybe on your leg and everything to make more stabilized. But I found that like just making it very close to my body, it's very, very secure. So I'm taking just a little bit. I'm gonna go 3/4 of my eyes and then I'm gonna drag it down. So let's have a look. Now here we have our line. It looks quite pretty. It's not completely connect, but now we can just color it in. Now this is the fun part when you just take a little bit more eyeliner and you just press it in to make sure everything is nice and connected. It's pretty much the easiest part, but let me tell you, sometimes you can still mess it up if you go too fast or you just feel like you're just sassy and cocky. So please take your time. Most of the time when I do my eyeliner, I tend not to breathe. And today I'm not only breathing, but I'm also talking. So bear with me, bear with me. So we have our body and we have our wing done. Now we need to connect the inner corner to the middle of our eyes so that actually everything looks nice and extended. As I said early on, I tend to keep the inside very, very small so that everything kind of like flicks up and everything goes up and I'll look like saucy. So what we're gonna do, we are taking one more time the brush, we take a little bit of the product. We are moving back the mirror underneath all our eyes, but also we're gonna tilt down on the side our face. The reason why, because by tilting it, we are getting an even surface, a little bit more smoother, so that always helps quite a lot. So what we're gonna do is we are taking just a little bit, and I'm gonna get a little bit closer. I might be scary, but I'm gonna try to help you out, girl. Okay, baby, I'm helping you right here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm getting just a little bit and adding to the line, and very, very lightly try to connect the two, so that almost perfect, almost. So what I'm doing right now, I'm putting mascara on my top and my bottom lashes so that I can complete one of my two eyes. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you what it looks like. Try to match the other one. I think if I follow my step, it should be quite easy. And yeah, then we get to see the final result. And here we have it, babies, another video is complete. I hope you really enjoyed that. Little tips or two to create your wing liner, and I really want to see some of your creations, so make sure to tag me at CarmiMua or Makeup Revolution. We want to see how great you are. And of course, if you like this video and if you like me, give me a good thumbs up, say subscribe, leave us a comment down below, give us your suggestion if you want to see more 5 minutes makeup. If you have any tips or ideas, anything that you leave down below is much appreciated from me and Revolution. So I think it's time for me to go out and about. Maybe I'm just gonna go grocery store. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and always remember, like if you like, hate if you hate, and until next time, you're welcome.